The sun is far more than a celestial body radiating heat. It is the primal intelligence behind all life on Earth and a conscious force in human evolution. It is not only a source of light, but light itself in its most essential and universal form. In spiritual terms, light represents not only visibility, but knowledge, awareness, and life. The sun, therefore, is a living symbol of divine illumination, dispersing darkness, revealing truth, and awakening dormant aspects of the human mind. Throughout history, cultures worldwide have revered the sun not just for its warmth and agricultural necessity, but as a spiritual archetype, a visible manifestation of the unseen source. Light, in this metaphysical sense, is more than a wave or particle. It is the carrier of intention, structure, and order in the universe. Darkness, by contrast, symbolizes ignorance, chaos, fear, or unconscious potential. The interplay of dark and light, then, is not merely environmental. It is psychological, energetic, and cosmic. The sun rises each day not only to illuminate the world, but to invite consciousness to rise from shadow into clarity. Biologically, the sun powers our existence. It drives photosynthesis, oxygen production, and food chains. It regulates our circadian rhythms via the hypothalamus and pineal gland, orchestrates melatonin and serotonin levels, and modulates over 1,000 genes through vitamin D synthesis. These biochemical processes influence mood, immunity, cognition, and vitality. The human brain, highly photosensitive, uses light not only through the eyes, but also via deep tissue photoreceptors, suggesting our biology is designed to receive, decode, and embody solar information. The sun's light travels not only through visible rays, but across the entire electromagnetic spectrum, ultraviolet, infrared, and beyond. These frequencies interact with our cells, DNA, and neural circuits. Our nervous system, powered by electricity and regulated by subtle magnetic fields, is attuned to changes in solar activity. Solar flares and geomagnetic shifts have been shown to influence heart rate variability, brainwave patterns, and emotional states, suggesting that the sun subtly synchronizes us with cosmological rhythms. This brings us to the concept of the ether, the ancient idea of a subtle, all-pervading medium through which energy, light, and consciousness flow. Though dismissed by early classical science, modern quantum theories and plasma physics are reviving interest in this underlying fabric of existence, often described now as the quantum vacuum, zero-point field, or the Akashic medium. In metaphysical traditions, the ether is the bridge between the physical and the spiritual, a field where mind, intention, and energy interact. The sun, as a radiant transmitter of light, may function as a generator of etheric activity, stimulating not just our physiology, but our consciousness and subtle energetic anatomy. The mind, in this broader framework, is not confined to the brain. It is a field phenomenon, electromagnetic, quantum, and possibly non-local. When solar radiation interacts with the Earth's magnetosphere and with our own biofields, it modulates the etheric environment surrounding and permeating us. One of the key mediators of this interaction is the Schumann Resonance, a set of extremely low-frequency electromagnetic waves generated between the Earth's surface and the ionosphere. This natural frequency, often around 7.83 Hz, closely mirrors the alpha and theta brainwave states associated with meditation, creativity, and calm awareness. Solar activity can disturb or amplify the Schumann resonance, which in turn may affect human brainwave synchronization, emotional states, and collective mental coherence. In altered states of awareness, meditation, dreaming, visionary experiences, our minds become more sensitive to this subtle influence. The sun's energy, then, becomes not just sustenance, but transmission of consciousness, of intelligence, of light codes carried through the ether into the soul's awareness. The pineal gland, long regarded as the seat of inner vision, sits at the nexus of these interactions. Photoreceptive and sensitive to geomagnetic activity, it is involved in regulating sleep cycles and altered states of consciousness. Exposure to natural sunlight balances this gland and may stimulate the production of endogenous DMT, a molecule associated with spiritual awakening, near-death experiences, and connection to higher dimensions. When harmonized with solar frequencies, the pineal gland becomes a portal of perception, not into illusion, but into the luminous architecture of reality itself. Quantum biology brings further clarity. Light-sensitive proteins like cryptochromes regulate circadian rhythms through magnetic interactions, possibly via quantum entanglement. Our DNA, mitochondria, and cellular networks emit biophotons, ultra-weak pulses of light used for cellular communication. The sun, as a dominant source of photons, acts as a master synchronizer of this internal biophotonic language. In this sense, light becomes a bridge between sun and cell, ether and mind, cosmos and consciousness. Spiritually, the contrast between darkness and light reflects the deepest polarity in human experience. Unconsciousness versus awareness, fear versus trust, separation versus unity. The sun, rising each day, is a cosmic reminder of the journey from internal night toward inner radiance. Just as light casts away literal shadows, it also dissolves psychological ones, traumas, false beliefs, ancestral imprints, when the mind is prepared to see them. The spiritual sun is not only external, it is the inner flame, the higher consciousness waiting to be rekindled by our willingness to wake up. Solar cycles mirror collective states of consciousness. Solar maxima often coincide with global shifts, revolutions, awakenings, paradigm changes. This correlation is not random. It may be that the increased solar radiation during these periods acts as a carrier of cosmic intelligence, encoded waves of evolutionary information intended to stimulate awareness on a mass scale. These are not just physical emissions, they are light codes, geometry and frequency embedded in the solar output, activating latent aspects of our DNA and energetic structure. DNA, far from being a static blueprint, is now understood to be light-responsive and dynamic. It emits light, responds to it, and may even unfold epigenetic instructions in resonance with solar activity. Evolution, therefore, may be influenced not only by biology and environment, but also by cosmic rhythm, an etheric conversation between star and species, between sun and soul. As humanity steps into a new solar cycle, we stand at the threshold of a cosmic awakening, a transformation not only in mind and biology, but in the deep architecture of human consciousness. This awakening is catalyzed by the sun's light, not only through vitamin synthesis or neural modulation, but through a transmission of spiritual intelligence that penetrates the ether and activates our higher faculties. The sun is both mirror and messenger, revealing the shadows of our collective past while illuminating the pathways to our collective future. To awaken in this solar age is to understand that we are not separate from the light. We are made of it. Our brains fire through it. Our DNA responds to it. Our consciousness is shaped and uplifted by it. And in the silence of deep awareness, when the mind quiets and the heart opens, we may feel what the ancient mystics always knew. The sun is not just above us. It is within us, calling us to rise, to remember, and to radiate. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.